In Star Wars The Force Unleashed 1, which is the fastest selling Star Wars game of all time, we won multiple awards for the story and the writing. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 is going to continue that epic award-winning story, but with improved controls and precision, so you're going to have even much more refined ability to choose and pick your targets, as well as revamped tactical AI and brand new Force powers. So in the original Force Unleashed 1, if you remember, I'm going to spoil it now, is Starkiller sacrifices himself for the greater good of the Rebel Alliance that he's founded. This was a huge challenge for us, obviously, to bring this character back after having him visibly dead in our first game. But fortunately, the Star Wars universe provides a couple of really great methods for doing this. So we actually opened the game on the water planet of Kamino, which, as many people know, is the source of the clone army. And when we open the game, Starkiller is again in Vader's control, but Vader is telling him that he's a clone, one in a series of failed clones, and that he still is also failing. And he's haunted by these memories and these emotions of his past. But we throw a lot of doubt on that right away, so it's really up in the air, and Starkiller himself really doesn't know who he is.
Confused, you have become weak and misguided. Hide not from yourself.
Accept the certainty
Confront your fear.
that all is lost.
Will I ever see you again?
We took a really close look at our targeting and our camera systems, and we really tuned them, and through a lot of really close work with some really hardcore gamers and some casual gamers, tuned them to really be the best they can be, and so that they're really tight and precise. In addition to that, we've retimed and redone all the combos for saber combat and for force powers to really go along with that improved targeting and precision. We've added a couple of new force powers. The one I'm really excited about is Mind Trick. Just like we've reimagined all the other force powers in the Force Unleashed, so Force Push is much bigger than you've ever seen it before. Our version of Mind Trick is definitely the unleashed version of Mind Trick. At the lowest levels, when you Mind Trick guys, they're actually going to turn on their allies and start fighting for you. Some of them, the even really weak-willed ones, will make a beeline for the nearest ledge and leap over, or they will actually throw themselves into a hazard, like a spinning fan, or a big giant hot engine. So they'll actually rid themselves of you for you. And then at the highest levels, when you get that all the way ranked up, the mind-tricked enemies are actually going to turn into living force bombs. They'll go running into their own troops, and they'll explode with force energy. In addition to that, there's Force Fury, which, more than just being a new force power, is a new mode. You can trigger it for short periods of time after you've built up your Force Fury meter. And what Force Fury does is it takes all your powers, no matter how high they're ranked, and ranks them up to the nth degree for just a few moments. We completely redo Force Grip. You can pick up AT-STs and actually physically crush them when you're in Force Fury mode. Lightning, of course, and Repulse are amped up all the way. And we've completely redone saber combat when you're in Force Fury. The sabers actually leave your hands while you're fighting and whirl around you, so it becomes nearly a ranged attack, so you can do damage for 10 feet every direction. One of the things we wanted to change about The Force Unleashed 2 is to really make the saber combat feel much more impactful, like it was actually a lightsaber. It was one of the criticisms from the first game that we definitely wanted to address. So you are going to see the saber cutting through your enemies, and at higher levels of when you rank up your saber, it's going to really tear your enemies apart. So The Force Unleashed 2 is coming out on Xbox 360, PS3, and PC, as well as on the Wii and the DS on October 26th of this year.